Hi, my name is Talya Bruck and I'm recording the story for Roundabout. The story today is Silo's Sadness, written by myself and illustrated by Erin Cooper, who is 16. Things on the savannah had continued to change and be different. The sickness that had come had felt long and hard. The little ones of the savannah were missing their friends as they had to still stay in their herds. Some of their parents were still not able to go out to work. Silo felt glum and sad as he played outside where his herd lived, scuffing the sand under his paws, missing his close friends, Peter the panther, Jerry the giraffe, and Hetty the hedgehog. In the distance, he saw a familiar face, slowly moving towards him. He instantly recognized it as Elle, the wise elephant of the savannah. Now, Elle was a special elephant because she knew how to talk to the little ones. Elle spotted Silo and raised her giant foot in greeting, shouting, "Hello, Silo! How good to see you!" Silo smiled shakily as his lip wobbled when he called out hello. Now Elle had heard through the savannah grapevine that Silo's grandfather, the oldest lion of the herd, had died by the sickness, and that meant he was no longer with the herd. As Elle walked closer, she could see that tears had begun to well in Silo's little eyes, and she motioned for him to sit with her at a distance, as animals were still not allowed to get too close to each other or hug. Silo sat down heavily with a tear rolling down his face, and through gulps of tears and a wobble in his voice, told Elle what had happened to his grandfather. "He got the sickness and then he died. I miss him so much." Elle sat and listened, nodding and murmuring as Silo told the sad tale. When Silo had finished talking, Elle said, "Silo, I'm so sorry for the loss of your grandfather. I know how much you loved him and how important he was to the people of the savannah as the retired king." Silo nodded silently as Elle continued. "Losing someone is so very hard, Silo, and I can only imagine that you must have lots of thoughts and different feelings." Silo smiled weakly at Elle and said, "It's been really hard, Elle, because no one wants to talk about him in my family. My mum has been sad and crying for days." Elle explained, "When someone we love dies, it can be very hard to understand what we are feeling as we miss them so much. One minute we can feel all right, and the next we're crying without really knowing why. We might also continue to feel things like anger, frustration and confusion," she explained. "There is no right or wrong way to grieve, Silo. Everything you feel is normal." Silo sighed and nodded. "Elle, I feel like I need to do something. What can I do?" Elle continued, "Silo, that's an important question. Firstly, you need to look after yourself. Like continue to do the things that you enjoy and need to get done. Throw savannah planes to your friends to keep in touch and talk to your parents or someone you trust when you need to." Silo asked, "Like you, Elle?" Elle replied, "Of course, little one. I'm always here for you to talk to." Silo stood up and said, "I better go inside, Elle. It's time for dinner." Elle smiled and said, "Of course, Silo. Take care of yourself. And remember, just throw me a savannah plane if you need to talk." If you feel you need to talk, find a trusted adult who you trust to talk to. Bye.